Roundtable discussion at year's end. Why are Johnny Depp and Amber Heard still in the news? In 2022, it was impossible to avoid the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Depp sued Heard over an opinion piece she published for The Washington Post in 2018 about her experience with domestic violence. On the surface, it appeared to be a defamation case, but the discussion surrounding the case was far trickier. Questions regarding the role of social media, Hollywood in general, the legacy of #MeToo, and other contentious topics came up when the trial was broadcast, discussed online, and discussed on social media. Unsurprisingly, the solutions were equally complex and constrained. Staff members from the AV Club analyzed the case, its implications, and the reason we're still talking about it. Beyond why we talk about the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard trial, an intriguing subject is how we talk about it, specifically, how information from the trial was disseminated into culture and how the general public responded. Thomas Hughes, I believe that the how is all about money. When attention seekers saw how much money and support there was in writing and amplifying a tale like this, which has so many elements that trigger people's brains to such intense levels of activation, it felt like a significant turning point. You have the anti-media don't let the elites tell you what to think, let me tell you what to believe technique mixed in with the #MeToo reaction and celebrity rumors. Absolutely, William, says Gabrielle Sanchez. It certainly doesn't help that everyone feels like an expert thanks to social media, regardless of their familiarity with the law, the case, and the court proceedings, by going in front of the camera and giving their point of view. The trial thereafter became a subject for speculative discussion without any actual repercussions. Everyone had a chance to voice their criticism in this situation, and social media was a major source of trivialization. This was a brand new form of online content that I had never seen before. It was handled so nonchalantly in a case that was ultimately about domestic abuse and power. I particularly remember observing the trend of individuals making TikToks using audio from Heard's more emotional testimony. G.S. A variety of factors contributed to the viral interest. Our culture is primarily oppressive of women, protective of men, and preoccupied with the macabre. For many, who tuned in to watch the drama unfold in real time, this trial turned into a reality show. I like how you describe it, Hattie, as casual. People did not appear to realize that this case involved horrific relational abuse, and even if they did, it did not seem to matter. It's a bizarre kind of grassroots movement, to be honest. This was always going to be a story, but because of the way individuals constantly boosted each other's posts on social media, encouraging one another, and tracked the growth of their follower counts, it ended up becoming one of the defining stories of the year. An incentive to keep expanding the narrative led to its eventual monopolization of all discourse for months. And all of it is fueled, as you point out, Gabrielle, by the reservoir of misogyny that is ingrained in our society. G.S. The number of women who were openly endorsing Depp and using every opportunity to disparage and denigrate Heard struck me as being particularly interesting in this case. W.H. Well, it's all part of the ideal victim notion, isn't it? She must be impossible, unfairly perfect if America is to believe her when she claims that a guy assaulted her. From the testimony, it is very obvious that this was a dysfunctional and toxic relationship between two people who most likely shouldn't have been in each other's lives, and that provided a lot of what those seeking ammunition against Heard thought they wanted. H.L. Gabrielle, 100%. The lawsuit between FKA Twigs and Sheila Bayouf is another one to keep an eye on in the coming year. It's frustrating to watch misinformed audiences who prefer to be spoon-fed storylines that resonate with their own beliefs because these situations bring out the worst in our culture. However, I sincerely hope that cases like this will continue to be brought by well-known individuals and encourage other abuse victims to believe they have a legal right to pursue redress. For the sake of clarity, this exchange has been trimmed and reduced.